Okay, we're live.
All right, we're going to go ahead and call the special meeting for Akron City Council to order. Going to ask at this time if we can please have roll call.
Taylor,
Aye.
Connor,
Aye.
Freeman,
Aye.
Busco,
Aye.
Holland,
Aye.
Hamer,
Aye.
Lombardo,
Aye.
McKittrick,
Aye.
Malik,
Aye.
Neal,
Aye.
Amobian,
Aye.
Samples,
Aye.
Somerville.
Aye.
All members are present.
Okay, at this time, we just need to have a motion to suspend all council rules that require that legislation first be considered by committee before presentation and considered by council for a vote. Can we please have a motion at this time?
So move.
Second. So we have a motion and we have a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Thank you so much. At this time, we will have our clerk read in our legislation.
Item number 1, offered by President Somerville. Ordinance approving the report of the Assessment Equalization Board selected pursuant to Section 53.03 of the Code of Ordinances of the City and Resolution number 151/2021 to hear and determine all objections to the special assessments for the improvement of certain streets between certain termini in accordance with Resolution number 151/2021, which is the 2021 Phase 1 Arterial Collector Resurfacing Program, determining to proceed with the improvement and declaring an emergency.
Thank you, the entire committee and all of council. This piece of legislation is to approve the report, which was of the Assessment Equalization Board, and notice to proceed with the improvements for the 2021 resurfacing program of the arterial collector streets.
Okay, thank you so much. At this time, do we have any comments or questions? Okay, Councilman Malik.
Thank you, Madam President. Mr. Little, thank you for the work that you and Mr. Hall and everyone in the service department has done to make this, I think, the biggest investment in road resurfacing in many years, I think in the city's history. I know that, there's always, scheduling is always difficult, and, we are approving this, rather late in the game. Do we have a sense of how much of the 2021 program, and a lot of that is we had to do the 2020 program, a lot of carryover streets. Do we have a sense of how much of the 2021 program we can realistically get through before the weather, the Ohio weather happens and the asphalt plant shut down?
Sure. Specifically, I cannot, because obviously the weather, and we're all hoping for a very mild fall. They will pave up until November, some years into December. But then again, if we get snow in early November, and there's a balancing act with this, that the plants could shut down. This particular contractor is right in the city of Akron, so they have a little more control. They do not, the contractor this year that was low bid owns their own asphalt plant. So they're not dependent on buying their asphalt somewhere else. So we're in a little better situation than we were in the past when the contractor has to buy the asphalt from somewhere else, another supplier. So with that being said, they anticipate getting this program done. They did add a second asphalt crew this year, this particular company. So you've recently seen West Market getting paved. That was an ODOT project with our involvement. And obviously they just did Hawkins. They're now downtown doing Exchange Street. So they're ready to go. As soon as this notice is, we approve this today, they're ready to go. And we're hoping for a mild fall into winter, and they could actually pave all the way past Thanksgiving. If that's the case, they should be able to finish it. If they're unable to finish it, these streets will be done as soon as the plant's open. And this year we had a great March. They were paving in March from the carryover last year. What happened last year in the carryover, we all know it wasn't a matter of time, it was a matter of our budget. and we were worried about what was going to happen because of COVID. So we pulled back and said, we're going to non-perform it. They held their price. And I have spoken to them. Their anticipation is getting the program done. If they don't, they will hold this price. So if, heaven forbid, oil prices go through the roof and asphalt costs go up, they're going to keep this price and finish everything up next year.
Great, thank you so much. And it's great to hear. I think, the only comment from my perspective is that, as we get towards the end of the year and we get a better sense of what we will be able to get through, if we could just be as communicative as possible. I know a lot of the residents have, reached out to me about, just as we were talking about, particularly some of the more arterial roads. And, I think if we can just make sure that we're staying on top of what folks' expectations are and just, being as realistic with folks as possible. So I appreciate, again, the information from you and from Mr. Hall.
We'll give you a monthly update at council when you get back how things are going.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
Sure.
Okay, thank you. At this time, do we have any other comments or questions? All right. So it looks like we don't have any other additional questions or comments at this time. So can we please have a motion for, let's see, make sure. Can we please have a motion for this time?
So move.
So
Second.
we do have a motion, we have a second, and so we're going to do a roll call individually because we are virtually, okay? So I'm going to ask if the clerk will do roll call for our vote.
Thank you. My audio cut out for just a moment. I want to make sure the motion was for suspension of the rules.
Yes,
Correct.
please.
Thank you. Baylor,
Aye.
Connor,
Aye.
Freeman,
Aye.
Fusco,
Aye.
Holland,
Aye.
Hamer,
Aye.
Lombardo,
Aye.
McKittrick,
Aye.
Mollick,
Aye.
Neal,
Aye.
Amobian,
Aye.
Samples,
Aye.
Somerville.
Aye.
This ordinance passes 13-0. Item number 2, offered by President Somerville. Ordinance approving the report of the Assessment Equalization Board selected pursuant to section 53.03 of the Code of Ordinances of the City and resolution number 152, 2021, to hear and determine all objections to the special assessments for the improvement of certain streets between certain termini in accordance with resolution number 152, 2021, which is the 2021 Phase 1 Residential Resurfacing Program, determining to proceed with the improvement and declaring an emergency.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Ludlow?
Thank you, Madam President and the entire committee. This is to approve the report of the Assessment Equalization Board, notice to proceed with the improvements for the 2021, the residential and residential streets of our program.
Okay, thank you so much. Do we have any comments or questions regarding item number 2? Seeing and hearing none, can we have a motion for suspension of the rules?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Baylor,
Aye.
Connor,
Aye.
Freeman,
Aye.
Fusco,
Aye.
Holland,
Aye.
Hamer,
Aye.
Lombardo,
Aye.
McKittrick,
Aye.
Mollick,
Aye.
Neal,
having what I would call like a,
Councilman left the meeting.
at the end of the day.
do you want to give him a minute to join, or do you want me to keep going?
Left the meeting, so we'll keep going.
Okay, Amobian,
Aye.
This group,
Samples,
we all understand that, but
Aye.
Somerville.
Aye.
This ordinance passes 12-0.
Back.
Item number 3, offered by President Somerville. Ordinance approving the report of the Assessment Equalization Board selected pursuant to section 53.03 of the Code of Ordinances of the City and resolution number 153, 2021, to hear and determine all objections to the special assessments for the improvement of certain streets between certain termini in accordance with resolution number 153, 2021, which is the 2021 Phase 1 Unimproved Street Resurfacing Program, determining to proceed with the improvement and declaring an emergency.
Mr. Little?
Thank you, Madam President, entire council. This is to approve the report of the Assessment Equalization Board and the notice to proceed with the improvements of the 2021 resurfacing program of the unimproved streets of our program.
Okay, thank you so much. Are there any comments or questions at this time? Seeing and hearing none, can we get a motion for suspension of the rules?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Roll call.
Taylor,
Aye.
Connor,
Aye.
Freeman,
Aye.
Fusco,
Aye.
Holland,
Aye.
Hamer,
Aye.
Lombardo,
Aye.
McKittrick,
Aye.
Malik.
Aye.
Looks like Mr. Neal is coming back in.
Did you call Linda? Who did you say, Sarah?
Councilman Neal, can you hear us?
Yes, I can now.
Thank you. Amobian,
Aye.
Samples,
Aye.
Somerville.
Aye.
This ordinance passes 13-0. Item number 4, offered by President Somerville. Ordinance determining to proceed with the improvement of certain streets between certain termini in accordance with resolution number 154, 2021, which is the 2021 Phase 1 partial depth pavement replacement program, and declaring an emergency.
Sorry, I'm on. Mr. Little, you can proceed.
Okay, thank you, Madam President, entire council. This is to approve the report of the Assessment Equalization Board and notice to proceed with the improvements of the 2021 resurfacing program, our partial depth pavement program.
Okay, thank you so much. Are there any comments or questions? Seeing and hearing none, can we get a motion for suspension of the rules?
So moved.
Second.
Is there a second? We have a motion and a second. Roll call.
Taylor,
Aye.
Connor,
Aye.
Freeman,
Aye.
Fusco,
Aye.
Holland,
Aye.
Hamer,
Aye.
Lombardo,
Aye.
McKittrick,
Aye.
Malik,
Aye.
Neal,
Aye.
Amobian,
Aye.
Samples,
Aye.
Somerville.
Aye.
This ordinance passes 13-0.
Okay, thank you so much. We handled all business on our agenda. So at this time, can we get a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Is there a second? All right, if there are no questions, we are adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This concludes the live broadcast of Akron City Council.